Many people compare me to Khabib because we are both undefeated. We are both from Dagestan. But I'd build mine on history. They call me Mohamed Mokaev, not Khabib too. I want to be the youngest champion in UFC. And I believe I can. Mohamed Mokaev, a boy who fled with his father from Dagestan and faced many challenges as a refugee, is now one of the most talked names in the UFC world. As much as a good fighter he is, he has no intention to be compared to any legend in UFC. It's not a secret that his and Khabib's fighting styles are a bit similar. He is respectful towards Khabib and admires him too. They say the grass is always greener on the other side, and MMA prodigy Mohamed Mokaev experienced it firsthand. Despite his success in the mixed martial arts world since his early days, Mokaev failed to impress his father. His father was not satisfied with his passion for fighting. But doing what you love is the best choice in a person's life. Only 1 year before graduating in business, Mokaev decided to drop out of college to pursue a full-time career in mixed martial arts. It was not that his father hated him for following martial arts. He simply preferred it with something else. Don't we all seek the things we can't easily achieve? Don't get me wrong, my dad appreciated the fact that I was involved in sports, Mokaev said. But he preferred that I had an academic career. Every time I had my gold medal, he'd say, "What is this?" And he'd show me an education certificate. "That's what I want, a certificate, not medals and belts," he'd say. But Mokaev stood his ground. He is known as the Punisher, and he has finished his amateur career with an undefeated 23 wins to 0 losses record. His UFC record is 7 fights and all 7 wins. He is very experienced at only 21 years old with almost 30 fights when you combine amateur and pro bouts. He is undefeated, dynamic, and very charismatic. Mohamed himself and UFC matchmaker McMaynard say that he is flyweight. His last fight was in March, and his next fight is lined up on July 23rd with Charles Johansson. When I see the kids, their clothes, their food, I see myself 8 years ago, he says. It reminds me to stay motivated, to not stop, to go all the way. I want to show kids you can come from nothing and still be number one, says Mokaev. He is a man with a dream of making a unique name to be remembered forever. Having a 30-win streak proves his dedication to training, passion to fight, and talent that shines above all. We admire his courage and dedication, and he might be the next big thing in UFC.